Hey guys, and welcome to another Mobile Geeks Mobility Podcast. I'm Nicole Scott, and I'm joined with.
Hi, I'm Don Dahlmann. Hi, Nicole.
Hey, and today we are in our home quarantine offices
Yes.
because coronavirus. It's all everyone can talk about these days.
Yeah, unfortunately, yes. But I hope all our listeners and fans and friends are fine outside. And what we gonna say is like, stay at home, don't go out, and stay safe.
Stay safe, exactly. And so we're obviously going to be talking about the repercussions of coronavirus on the automotive industry and mobility as we are
Yeah.
all staying home. What's going to happen with all of these services if no one's moving around?
Well, first of all, I mean, airlines are obviously the first companies who are gonna hit hard. I mean, Austrian Airlines stopped their flights totally today. Brussels Airlines did it also. Both belong to Lufthansa. I think BA, British Airways, is cutting down to 80% or 75%. France and KLM are cutting also, I think, 75%. So everybody is cutting down. No flights to the US for non-US people. So you basically have no flights going there. No flights to China still. So they're going to be hit hard, and it's going to be interesting to see. I think the big ones are fine. It's going to be hard for like Ryanair.
Hmm.
EasyJet, I just heard today they are selling flights in autumn and winter now for 30 euros to like
Oh, wow.
pack it up. Yeah. So it's going to be hard, and especially for charter companies, tourist companies, it's going to be really a hard time. But the other people who would be hit hard or will hit hard is the automotive industry for sure.
Well, everyone's shut down. Basically,
Yeah.
all the plants in Europe have announced that they are no longer manufacturing, which
Yeah.
makes sense in uncertain times. No one's looking at buying a car.
No, Volkswagen, Audi, BMW, the German manufacturers shut down. Daimler, I think, haven't announced anything yet, but I think they have also. I think they will shut down. Fiat is shutting down. Nissan is shutting down. Honda is shutting down in UK. PSA is shutting. So everybody is basically putting their people into a kind of holiday for 2 or 3 weeks to see what is happening there. And this is two reasons. First of all, demand. Would you buy a car now?
No.
No,
I
me
mean,
too.
I wouldn't buy a car anyways,
No,
but
no, but you wouldn't even you wouldn't do it now because uncertainty. You don't know if you have your job and so on. So demand is going down a lot, and the next thing is you don't want to spread the virus into your workforce. So I mean, it doesn't help you if like 1/3 of your workforce is in quarantine or self-isolation at home. Then you have to stop production anyway. So it's a good thing to do, but it will hit the industry hard. I think I heard experts, and it's also my estimation is around between -6 and -8% throughout the
well,
year.
if
If we have a short Corona stoppage, if it's a longer one, like running until June or July, that's gonna double or triple.
if we look at the numbers from China for Q1, it's basically like Q1 never happened.
Yeah,
It's almost like
yeah.
zero. This quarter never even occurred at all.
Yeah, and I think the same will happen here.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
mean, we're just. I mean, the depressing fact is that we are just starting
Hmm.
with the whole thing, and so China has it like China's restarting now after 2.5 months.
Yeah.
We are just getting in it,
Yeah.
so that means we will be having this problem until mid-May, end of May, and then we're going to restart the whole thing. But so yeah, it's a bit. I mean, I'm fine. I mean, we both fine. We work from home. We don't mind. But I mean, it's also a bit of like, what, 2.5 months? Okay. Well, but I mean, we are fine because we're still having our jobs and we're still doing and can produce our content. But
Yeah.
for like, especially for mobility providers, the smaller ones, or let's start with the bigger ones like Uber and so on, and the numbers are devastating.
Catastrophic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, if we
you heard
start,
some
yeah.
numbers, huh? From
Yeah,
Didi,
if
I
we
think in
start for
China.
yeah, if we start with looking at China because they're way ahead of us, they dropped by 50% after the outbreak, and they even suspended their service in about 50 of the markets inside of China. They just sort of stopped. I mean, things are starting to come back now. They did launch a delivery service just to kind of fill the gap, and that is where they are seeing some positive numbers, but overall, ride sharing is definitely down. There's no more carpooling, and we're definitely seeing that here, right? So
Yes.
all of those companies that are doing van sharing or sort of ride sharing,
Yeah.
uh, they've all had to stop. So that's definitely huge hit on things like. So in Berlin we have Clever Shuttle or Abel Koenig.
Yeah.
In the U.S., I'm actually not sure of any examples. Chariot shut down.
Chariot shut down last year. Yeah.
Yeah, but so like I think that Europe is a little bit more about the van sharing concept than a lot of other markets, but that's sort of come to a halt. Um,
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
but
I
the
mean,
one area in mobility that I was not surprised, but a little bit like, oh, really, was bike sharing. That overall seems to be up,
well, I
like
think
no
there
matter where we look.
two reasons for that. And first of all, it's spring. So it's getting warmer.
It's true.
People use the bike even more, and then secondly, of course, you have the warnings: don't use public transport, because the risk of getting infected on public transport is, of course, a bit higher when you stand like cramped in a small car or bus or wherever. Then you can get it more easily. On a bike, it's going to be a bit harder. So bike sharing is up. Um, Down of is at the moment. So the first number I got down is also micromobility e-scooters. E-scooters are down
So
because people are
why?
not working.
But why would bikes be up but e-scooters be down? I mean, like they're
That's
both
US.
outside,
Yeah,
you're both driving around, and
that's
the e-scooters are even easier than having to like actually pedal a bike.
yeah, but they're more expensive. They cost you more per minute. And for example, in Berlin, they announced yesterday or so that the Berlin provider for for rental bikes, Next Bike, that's the name.
Yeah.
You can rent them now for half an hour for free. It's covered by the
Oh,
state. So
that's actually the one that I use the
here
most.
you
They're
go. Here
because
you
like
go.
their bikes are really heavy, but they're
Yeah.
the like they're everywhere and they're super solid. Oh, nice. That's great.
Exactly. It's exactly. So you can use it for free. So people use them, and it's to be honest. I mean, you can use these e-scooters for like maybe 10 minutes or so. They're not very comfortable. A
Mm,
bike is much more comfortable. You can also transport some stuff.
yeah.
It's way more comfortable. And I think that's what's going to happen. But I'm really. I mean, it's going to be hard for the micromobility providers like Tier, Voi, Lime, and all those names, because I mean, to be honest, no of them makes money. No one. No one
And they
earns
have
money.
huge overhead even
Yes.
because all the bikes have to be
Yeah.
powered. It's not like
Yeah.
a bicycle
Yeah.
that you can just use your own power to get around. You
Yes.
actually have to have
Exactly.
electricity in
So
them.
first of all, they're missing income, of course, in the moment. I mean, they can shut down for a while and send their part-time workers at home, but they still have the running cost of the warehouses where they have to park the stuff, etc., etc., and of course their own stuff that they need, and they need them after everything starts again. You can just not like throw them out of work, and then you have to get them back in 2 or 3 months. So that's one thing. The other thing is they're not making money. I mean, none of them is making money, and so they're burning money now by not earning anything, or even less than before. And the second thing is you are not able to get VC money because VCs are very skeptical about mobility industry anyway. So it's going to be very hard for them. So there could be like one wave maybe now in consolidation, and a second wave maybe in summer or afterwards when they are running out of money.
So I actually made a comment for the AP yesterday about startups and coronavirus, and we specifically addressed the travel industry.
Yeah.
One of the things that I said was that as you know, chaos breeds opportunity, right? And the established players are all sort of now in flux, right? And the travel industry has needed a bit of a kick in the butt for quite some time, right?
Yeah.
And I think that we could see some new interesting solutions maybe come out. I think that startups shouldn't be hopeless.
No, let's stop there and say, okay, we will have like a because we're running out of time. I think we will not just be positive, and I think not
Yeah.
everything will be really bad afterwards. But yeah, it's gonna be a stressful time.
So thanks a lot, Nicole.
Yeah, and thanks for taking the time, Don. And we'll see you guys in the comments.
Yes,
Bye.
bye.